So we're back here at 6mm Airsoft here in Rugeley, Staffordshire, and we're taking another look at this version 3 VFC URGI, which we have changed up a little bit. I've took the trace unit off, and this is just a Sniper Mechanics hex suppressor in its place. We did manage to get some really good results out of this last weekend, but we're going to see if we can try and replicate it now. First of all, we're going to check the power, so let's do that. We're going to be checking it on a 0.3 gram BB as we do with a lot of the tests, and let's see what it's running at. 1 joule, 1.1, 1.29, 1.19, 1.23, 1.26, 1.15, 1.09, 1.03 and 1.1. So we're dancing around about 1.1 joule to 1.2 joules. I'm going to turn this camera off here, and we're going to get straight into it. Now this has got some upgrades. We've got the 4UAD hop unit, 4UAD rubber, and this one's running a 310mm crazy jet in a barrel to try and help the consistency and the performance. Now we might need to change it up. If it's super hopping on 3s, because we were trying out 4s and 4.8s last time I was here, we'll just go up to the heavier weight BBs. But let's give this thing a go and see what we can do. So pop this to one side for now. It is better, but it's still they're just this textbook VFC dancing around the target. Let's go out to 55. Let's go to a PMAG, 0.3s again. We'll go for the 65. I don't think we're going to hit it with a 3 though. That was the small red target at 65. So we're capable. Let's step it up. We're going to go to a 0.4 now. We'll start at 45 meters. Go out to 55. It's just like every other round, you know, will come out and it's just under hopped. 55 hit. So we might need to dial the hop a little bit more, but we are getting some that are slightly over hopped, so. And this 4UAD chamber is a pain in the arse to adjust. Only because you can't really see what's going on. Run out of gas on that mag. We're going to switch over to a PMAG. That's 55. That's 65. It's just you're always kind of like dancing around on the hop to try and get hits on target. We're gonna pull this up a little bit more. That's 65. So I'm aiming at the 65 now. So if you hear like a metal clang noise, we're hitting the target. Hit it on the last round. I'm going to keep going. Point 4 again. See if we can hit some of these closer targets. So we can hit them, it's just and it is better. I will confirm that those parts do make a difference. But for what you're spending, still not a patch on an MWS platform that's spec'd up the same way. We've burned through that ammo. So we've gone through all the ammo now. So I've got .3s left. We'll try and gas this magazine up to get rid of the rounds. I think you really are going to see when I do a day up here and we bring some Maruis, I think you're really going to see a stark difference as to why I'm a Marui man. But oh, there's only one round left in that mag. So these are .3s now. So the recoil's that good on this thing; it's knocking the mags off the table. So back to .3s. We're just going to plink some rounds. Like that on one of my Maruis would be a hit on every shot, even double tapping. See if we can dump a mag. It does run good on auto though. So, how are we doing on my VFC journey? The guns feel good. This version 3 feels amazing. The recoil, you can feel it in your jaw when you're firing it. And I'm going to sound like a broken record because I'm going to be saying this a lot lately, but the barrel performance, I'm sorry boys, you can call me a VFC hater, which I'm not. I'm actually buying more VFCs now to show you this. I'm just about to buy a Spear LT as well to give that a go. I'm not a VFC hater. I just, when I'm spending £600 on a gas blowback rifle, I want it to shoot like a £600 gas blowback rifle. You buy something expensive. This wasn't cheap. What was it, like 500 quid? Yes, it's got a ridiculously overpriced rail on it, which is a real one, but you know, 500 quid. You put in the 4UAD chamber in there, which I can't quite remember what they cost. The Crazy Jet barrels are usually about 35, 40 quid, 45 maybe, depending on the size. 4UAD hot rubbers are fairly cheap. Where do we trace this problem to? Is it the hot rubbers? Is it the barrels? I've tried barrels, I've tried hot rubbers, and we're still always getting this inconsistency. So I don't know where it boils down to. I would be tempted to try and get a flamingo rubber to work in one of these to see if we can get better performance, because the flamingos in my Maruis run so good. But thanks for tuning in. In the next one, we're going to be playing with the bolt action AR upper. Giving that a go. We were getting some great results out of that last week, so hopefully we can replicate that in this series. Hope you're enjoying On the Range. Go and show 6mm Airsoft some love. You can find all their details down in the description. But thanks for tuning in, and back to the studio. I'll be honest, with the money put into this with the upgrade parts, I was hoping for better. That's not to say that, I don't know, for some reason the Crazy Jet, maybe that's not the best choice. So I have since picked up, a lot of people say or rave about these unicorn barrels, so I'm going to try one of these in it as well. I believe this is the right size, like a 265, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to keep persevering with it. I think what I am going to do is revert this back to being a URGI, because what I do have is I've bought a second Tokyo Marine Mark 18 GBR, and I've converted that to a URGI in the same barrel length as what this is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to revert this back to the URGI. I'm going to fit this unicorn barrel and basically have a VFC and a Marui URGI set up with all the upgrades in each one as best as there can be, and then have maybe kind of like a face-off between the two. This rail will have to be saved for something else. I'm not too sure what that will be yet. So I hope it's concise. I mean, looking back at the footage, at those distances when you're shooting, it is difficult. There is a lot of recoil on this thing. In some of the previous videos, people have mentioned about getting a gun rest, and I'm already ahead of you. So I was just doing a bit of research, just trying to find something that's going to work, because if I'm going back to 6mm as well, the shooting platform, the bench area is only like so wide. So I've been trying to find something that I can get that will work, and I have found something that wasn't very expensive at all. So going forward, we will be using gun rests and stuff to try and counteract the recoil, especially in such things like the VFC. Again, it's not a horrendous gun at all. I just thought, with spending what I've spent on this and putting the upgrade parts in, maybe I was expecting a bit too much of it. And when the gun performs, like when the BB comes out hopped beautifully, especially where you want it to go, the gun shoots great. It really does. The thing that really lets it down, as well as some of the other VFC guns we've looked at, is just the consistency. Can it do it time and time again? You do seem to get these flyers, and you might look at me shooting and it's overhopping, and I'm not counteracting it, because as I'm firing it, I'm just waiting for the next one to come underhopped, and then maybe you'll see me firing and they're underhopping, and I'm trying to adjust the aiming of the rifle to start to get some rounds on target, and then it will start hopping again, and it just makes me, I'm always chasing my tail with it. So don't be too alarmed, VFC community. I'm going to persevere with this. I keep buying stuff to try, so I'm going to try this unicorn barrel, and hopefully it's a lot more consistent in the VFC system compared to the Crazy Jet. I'll keep the 4UAD parts in there, so what I'll do the next time you see this is I'll have taken this rail off, put the Mark 16 handguard back on, fit this barrel, and then we're going to have a bit of a face-off between this and a Marui and see what they do. So thank you very much for staying around and checking the video out. I appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Jaeger Precision Discord. You can find a link down in the description below. You can also find a link down in the description which will take you to 6mm Airsoft, where all this footage was shot. There's one more from this day for me to do, which is the bolt action upper for this. Again, you'll be seeing that coming over in the next couple of days. And then I've recently filmed a second day worth of shooting where we predominantly focused on MWS based platforms. They weren't, you know, all Maruis. I think, in fact, I can't remember if any were Maruis. You know, the Ghetto Blaster, the Toxicant MCX series, the Guns Modify Scar L, the Guns Modify 416. And then when I've finished setting up a couple of my other MWS rifles to be as close as to this, then we'll start doing some comparison videos. So thank you very much for watching as always, and from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next one.